Hi everybody, welcome to Dandelion Cottage and Paper Crafting Thursday. I'm Leslie Watkins. Well, hi, I'm back. Sorry about the abrupt ending to the previous video. This is part 2, and I took advantage of the downtime to remove some of the excess storage issues on my computer so that we wouldn't get cut off again. But also I reinforced some of the little pieces, so it worked out pretty well. So now we're in the home stretch, and I'm just going to show you how it all comes together. I think it's adorable. I think you're going to love it, so let's take a look. So here is the cover that I'm working on. This is the cover to the gift box. I'm going to zoom you in so we get a little bit better look at what's going on here. Alright, so the characters have been attached to the background, and I've bumped them up a little bit so that they have a little three-dimensional quality to them. So I just used the I don't know if you can see that, but I've got the dimensionals underneath there. Before I go any further, I did want to show you how I add the protective surface to the watercolors, since this is something that's going to get handled, and this is just the raw original watercolor on the surface here. I'm going to get a piece of scrap paper, and so this is a paraffin product, so it's got wax in it, and it gives it a beautiful soft feeling, which I like very much. And you need a little cloth, and I've lost my little cloth, and I have a feeling that somebody may have stolen it, which is not a surprise. Fortunately, I've got a second one somewhere here. Well, I guess they're all gone. All right, we're using a paper towel. So all I'm doing is just going to make this smaller, and I'm going to take a tiny bit. You do not need a lot, okay? So just the tiniest little bit, and I'm just going to get that on there with circular motion. So I'm starting at the top because I'm mostly concerned about the sky where it's pale. And the only reason I didn't do this before I added all of the pieces was because I wanted to make sure that they would adhere well to the artwork, and I was afraid that if I put this wax down first, the glue wouldn't stick. So that's why I'm doing it kind of piecemeal here. So I'm just getting in and out these different places, and I'll go ahead and I'll put a little bit of that right on my characters. Down in here. Okay, and I may as well do the bottom too. All right, now I've got plenty of wax on here. So what I want to do next is I want to buff off some of that extra. So I'm just going to find a clean spot on my paper towel and just gently buff that away. Now there are several different products that you can use for this. I have not tested them all, so I really cannot speak to which is the best. But I will say that this one that I'm using, the Micro Glaze by Judykins Company, I like very much. And I've had this for a while. I don't even know if it's still available, but it's just I don't use it very often, but it's nice to have when you want to have it. Okay, so there we go. So that's all protected now. And the next thing I want to do is adhere this to the lid of my box, something like that. Now I have to find my mat, so I've got my pieces here. Now while in between videos, I did reinforce the little die cuts, and that's what makes the die cut so wonderful, is that you can get a precise layer that's identical to the previous layer, so you can add as many as you like. So in the case of my little gardening fork, I actually layered two additional pieces of cardstock to the Fluid 100 watercolor paper. So that's a lot better. That's a lot stiffer. And then with these additional things, I just added one layer because they don't have that long, narrow part. So let's get this mounted up. Okay, so there's my artwork. Just make sure that I get that on there well. Okay, now we're ready to add it to our box top. Just want to check the top. So that's the right way. Now for inside the box, I like to use a clear block to burnish things down. They work perfectly for this. And it's important at this stage that I get that on there really well. Okay, so there's our little scene. Now we've got our pieces here. So I'm going to slip in. I might need a little help here because everything's brand new. So let me use my piercing tool. Get these started. Actually, this one I think I'll put back there. There we go. And then I have my trowel that can get poked in like that. Actually, before we do that, hold on. I think I want to get my gardening fork in the back here. Then my trowel in the front. Maybe put the trowel over on this side here. If I can get that in. This one's a little tight. There it goes. All right, so there, my friends, is our beautiful little interactive garden patch. Now, I told you that I still had to decide whether or not to put the bow, and now that I see that I have some extra room along here, I think I will. So let's grab the bottom of the box. So here's my box bottom, and actually let's just see if I put it in the middle. I think I'm going to put it up on the towards the top third. So let's just double check that's the top. And to do this, I'm just going to grab some of my tear and tape. Hey Maria! Hi! Good to see you. This is super cute. Oh my gosh. I've been so busy working with this collection and loving it so much. It's just, it couldn't be more perfect for all the things that I love. Nature, gardening, watercolor, Beatrix Potter. I mean, it's really a kind of a home run for me. I have to go visit you and see what you've been doing with it. I'm sure you've got some wonderful ideas too. And are you going to be in Raleigh next week? Am I going to see you in Raleigh? That would be so good. By the way, everybody, next week I'm going to be traveling to Raleigh, South Carolina for the big paper crafting convention with Stampin' Up. It's called On Stage. And I will be there for Wednesday and Thursday. So I'll be tuning in, but I will not be going live next week. And then the following week, I have a watercolor workshop that I'm doing that I'm very excited about. So you're gonna miss me 2 weeks in a row, and I will try to have some kind of content that I can share with you while I'm away, and I will also hopefully be doing some guest drop-ins and share my adventures with you all. Oh no, Maria, no Raleigh. Oh, so sorry. Okay, next time. Next time. All right, so now that I've got my ribbon adhered to the bottom of the box, what I want to do is put my protective cover like that, and that's going to keep it attached. So this is very simple. Get my glue, trying to get every last drop of glue out of the bottle here. Oops. For those of you who have not visited Maria's YouTube channel, please check it out. She's awesome. She's a fantastic designer and has a lot of really long videos, longer than mine. And so if you really want to dig your teeth into some wonderful projects, check her out because she's the real deal. Oops. All right, I'm going to switch glue bottles here. Well, Maria, I don't know what you have planned for this Saturday, but I have a special free watercolor Zoom workshop that everyone is invited to. I'd love to have you join us. And I'll be sharing some watercolor tips and techniques for, in particular, for paper crafters, so I think you'd really like it. And I know that you're interested in watercolor because I saw a comment you made not too long ago. So we can get you going with your watercolor technique for sure. That's coming up this Saturday, and that is March 8th. It's at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. It's live. It's a Zoom. You do have to pre-register because there are limited spots and it is filling up. So please register. The way you register is, number one, subscribe to Notes from Dandelion Cottage, and you can do that on the Facebook group. The sign up button is at the top of the page. If you're watching on YouTube, you can find a link in the description. So subscribe to Notes, and then I will be sending out the registration form and the reminders in your email. So you will then check your mailbox to stay up to date with all of that. So if anybody's interested in the free watercolor Zoom, especially for stampers and paper crafters, then don't miss it. It's this Saturday, and you've only got about 2 days left to sign up, so please do that. Okay, Maria says, where can I find the link? The first thing you have to do is sign up for Notes from Dandelion Cottage. That's my newsletter. And once you're on the list, I can then send you the registration form. So if you're watching on Facebook, up at the top of the page, in the banner, there's a little button. It says sign up. Click on that. If you're watching on YouTube, then just look in the description and there will be a link for you to sign up for Notes from Dandelion Cottage, and then you'll be all set. So just do that and wait for the magic to happen. All right, so let's get, we're done, okay? We have our ribbon is adhered nicely to the bottom of our box. The bottom of the box is nice and sturdy. It's reinforced. It has this beautiful DSP in the bottom. And then we have our beautiful little book. Now, I'm not going to show you the inside of the book because there is a flip-through video, so you can check that out on my YouTube channel, there is a playlist that has at least 12 different videos, how-to videos, that are associated with this project. So this has been quite the endeavor, and I think you're going to love it. So check out the flip through. So here's the little book, and you can see it's fairly chunky, all right, and it fits beautifully in my box. I've even got a little bit of extra room if I want to put a gift card in there. So let's see. I think I've got something. I've got this card. I've got some other things, but that's for another day. So there's my book inside its box. All right. Now here's our beautiful interactive lid with all of the little things that you can pull in and out of the garden. Okay. The bunnies are hiding among the foliage. And then our ribbon. Okay, now this is the hard part for me. I am not a great bow tyer, I have to admit. But I'm sure you all will make magnificent bows. There we go. Not too terrible. And there it is. Okay, so there is the beautiful gift box ready to go. Ready as a beautiful, this could be a baby album gift, it could be a gardener's journal gift, it could be a young person's gardening gift. So the possibilities are kind of endless. You can use it as a journal, a photo album, whatever it is that you like to do. So I want to thank everybody so much for joining me today and seeing the decoration of the Storytime gift box. I will be seeing you, I hope, on Saturday for our live Watercolor Zoom. Until then, stay well, stay happy, stay creative, and I'll see you next time.